Howdy folks, and welcome to another day in the Milky Way. And tonight we got a great special for you, Archimedes. And if you haven't heard of him before, well, he is the founder of mathematics and all kinds of good stuff. Now I'm getting this out of this book here, Milestones in History, book from the 1800s. It's very old. I got to be really careful with it. But I got a great presentation for you tonight. So thank you all for joining me here. Please like, share, and subscribe like always. If you really like this video, please comment below. And if you want to talk to me directly, check out the email and send me an email. And I'll be happy to respond or listen to what you have to say. So today we are going to be talking about, as I sit here with my Ana Karana hat on, and you can go find them over at Nita the Mystic. So check her out. So anyway, Archimedes. What do you know about Archimedes? The man who lived many years ago. That's what I know. He was pretty smart, I think. But until now, I didn't really know how smart he was. Now, I've heard of him before, and so have you, but we're going to find out who he was tonight, according to this book. So let's see what he has to say about things, or what we can learn from him. And there we go. There he is, the man of the hour, Archimedes. Smart man, so smart he went bald. I'm just funning with you people. Thank you all for joining me here tonight, and I hope you enjoy this. It'll be our little short for tonight, and we will continue on as always. Okay, Archimedes, the greatest mathematician and the most inventive genius of antiquity, was born in Syracuse in Sicily about 287 years before Christ. In his youth, he went to Alexandria and completed his education there, and under the canon at the Royal School of the Hereunder, of which Iliad had been an ornament some half a century before. On his return to his native city, he devoted himself to geometrical investigations, and by his great energy and inventiveness, he carried the science far beyond the limits it had then attained. Combined with his remarkable faculty of analysis was a power of practical application, which enabled him to establish the science of his engineering upon solid mathematical basis. Of his private life, we have but few disconnected notices. He was a devoted friend, according to some accounts, and a relative of Hereunder, the king of Syracuse, and he was very ready to exercise his ingenuity in the service of his admirer and patron. Popularly, Archimedes is best known for his invention, or being an inventor, an ingenious contrivance. Through many of the stories handed down about these are probably famous. He devised the hereunder engine of war, which almost terrified the Romans. And look at that. Look at that. It terrified the Romans. Which protracted the siege of Syracuse for 3 years. There is a story that he constructed a burning mirror. Yes, he figured out how to use the sun and do things with that. Ain't that something? We take that for granted nowadays, but to them back then it was a big feat. For 3 years, there was a story that he constructed a burning mirror which set fire to the Roman ships when they were within bow shot of the wall. This had been discredited because neither Polyparius Vili or Perlucus mentions it. The mirror may, however, as Brighteon showed, be so arranged as to burn at a considerable distance, and it is probable that Archimedes had constructed some such burning instrument, though the connection of it with the destruction of the Roman fleet is more than doubtful. Among the most celebrated of his contributions to practical science are his discoveries of hypostatic and hydraulics. Yes, hydraulics. You take that for granted all the time. He had these things. Eureka! He discovered something. It is said that he had discovered with not gold, or whether it not the gold, which he had been given to an artist to work into a crown for him, had been mixed with baser metal. The Archimedes was puzzled till one day he was stepping into a bath. He observed the water running over. It occurred to him that the excess of the bulk occasioned by the introduction of the alloy could be measured by putting the crown and an equal weight of gold separately into vessels filled with water, and observing the differences of overflow. He was so overjoyed when this happy thought struck him that he ran home and without his clothes, shouting, "Eureka! Eureka! I have found it! I found it!" It may have been this that led to the establishing the fundamental principle still known by his name, that a body immersed in a liquid sustains. Oh, we got to go to this slide. Immersed in liquid sustains an upward pressure equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. Among a number of the mathematical or mechanical inventions ascribed to him, the water screw. Yes, we did the water screw too soon here. And the water screw. Yes, he estimated still bears his name. He estimated the capabilities of a layer of expressed at the saying attributed to him, "Give me a fulcrum on which to rest, and I will move the earth." And he did do things like that. And here's one of his. This is a fulcrum. The life of the philosopher ends with the capture of Syracuse in Malaclus 212 years before Christ. It is in the general massacre which followed the city. Archimedes, while meditating upon mathematical figure which he was drawing in the sand, was run through the body by a Roman soldier. No blame attaches to the Roman general Methuselah, since he had given orders to his men to spare the house in the person of the sage, and in the midst of his triumph he lamented that the death of so illustrious a person, directed an honorable burial to be given to him, and befriended his surviving relatives. In accordance with the expressed desire of the philosopher, his tomb was marked by a figure of a sphere inscribed in a cylinder. The discovery of the relation between the volumes of the sphere and the circumscribing cylinder being regarded by him as the most valuable achievement. And we're going to go to this. Yes. And there's his tomb. Yeah. Okay. When Cicero was quested in Sicily in 75 BC, he found the tomb of Archimedes near the Argilenean gate, overgrown with thorns and briars. Thus, says Cicero, would this be the most famous and most learned city of Greece have remained a stranger to the tomb of one of the most ingenious citizens that it had not been discovered by a man of Archimedes. Yeah, and this is the discovery, and this is the guy. So there you go, people. They lost his tomb because he was so darn famous, and it was in the hills. It was covered with briars and stuff, and there he is. So anyway, I hope you're all enjoying that. He also discovered this. He did this fire water thing where, the Greek fire they had, and it would burn the ships. He's known for that too. He also is known for a big arm that would come out of the city and just hoist the ships up and sink them before they could attack. Ain't that something? And of course the sun ray, using the sun as a beam of light to burn the ships. He's known for this big inquiry thing, and that is to so you can lift heavy loads. Fulcrum. And of course the displacement of water, the weight of the fluid inside. You can try this at home as an experiment for yourself. See? And his thing, we've all seen one of those screw deals that move material. And there he is again, Mr. Famous himself. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed that. Remember, the world is full of big thoughts and things. You too can go out and think. You know, even Archimedes meditated on stuff. So go out, do your meditation, think of things, be a big thinker, not a small thinker. Be big. Use that brain of yours. You can go out and do it. Remember, and then share it with other people. Remember, go out and be the frequency you want to receive, everyone. Okay? Do that for me and do it for yourself. Do it for everybody around you. And we can make this world a better place. So peace, everybody. Have a good one.